Did you rank? Did someone call for Trishonna? Here she is. Yes. Girl, you cute. Girl. Wait, I'm sorry. So this video is dedicated to my early teens and my early 20-something people, okay? This is the best advice I can give anyone that is younger than me. I'm 25, okay? I'm old. I didn't live, child. So this is for all my babies, okay? This is the best advice I can give you guys, okay? Are you ready for the best advice ever? Drum roll. Sit your down. That's the best advice. Buckle up, sit your down, and stop partying. That's the best advice I can give you. There it is. Free game. That seemed rude. I wasn't trying to be rude, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna say. That's pretty much what it is. So these are the things that I would literally say for the best advice, okay? Be high maintenance. Now, what does that mean? That means dress up every day, make yourself look good, make yourself look pretty, make yourself look presentable, because literally how you dress is how you're going to feel. So if you look presentable and when people see you, they can be like, okay, wow, like this person looks like they got their stuff together. This person looks like they have a good head on their shoulders. Unfortunately, the world we live in, we do judge people based on appearance, and first impression is everything. So you always just want to look the part, or even if you just look good every day, it makes you want to get up and get energized and full of life. When you're a teen and early 20s, sometimes you can feel like, oh, I don't want to move today and life hurts and So it's good to, I'm so annoying. So it's good to just get yourself together, get yourself presentable, and look good. And remember, when you're looking good, and go out and speak to people. When you're walking in and out of stores or whatever, hold the door open for people and speak. People remember how you treat them. So if you just say, you know, hey, how are you? Or when you're walking to a grocery store, greet the clerk, greet the cashier, like things like that go a long way, and people are always going to remember how you make them feel. So now I'm quick to say, hey, how are you? How are you? Hey, how are you? Hello. Just in that awkward, when let's say you're walking to your car, someone else is walking past you, just that awkward, let me look at my phone because it's awkward. No, just stop and be like, how are you? Hello. Or smile. Hey. Like, just do little things like that. When you're a teen in early 20s, people are like, wow, such an impressionable little whippersnapper you. You're so cheeks. Okay. Next one. Party less. Okay. I would really say party early. Okay. I got my partying out the way when I was in, hate to say it, 9th, 10th grade. Like I was out here. So bad. Don't do it. Don't. That's what I did early. I got my partying out the way. So by the time I got to like 19, 17, 18, I was over it. Like I was done with all that stuff. But that's what I would say. Party less, because going out, yeah, it's fun. Drinking, all that stuff, it's literally a waste of time. It's not productive. People always say you don't want to waste your 20s trying to do what you can do in your 30s, or however. I don't even know how to correctly say it because it just sounds stupid to me. I always try to thrive at an early age. Do what people won't do now so you can live how they can't later. Something like that. You guys, I'm terrible at quotes. I think that's how it goes. But you guys, party way less. Like, I hate when I see people just out all the time and all you see is them with their bottle. Yeah, what we on tonight, y'all? What we on tonight? Hey, we about to pull up. Like, okay, y'all, what is y'all doing? Pulling up with what money and what check and... Stop. That's not even cute. Always posed up with a bottle or just smoking weed. Like, what is you doing? What did you do all day? How do you even deserve that? Party when you make it. Party when you have a reason to celebrate. Just unsolicited partying for no reason is just like, for what? What are you actually doing? For why? Why come? Why? Sit your butt down. Stop all that partying. You're not doing anything. Stop. So another thing I would say, listen to less music. I know it's easy to get caught up in your song and this your jam, this your jam, this your jam. But you guys, I literally tell myself, if I can memorize the song the third time I hear it, why can't I listen to a podcast? So instead of listening to music all the time, turn that off and start listening to podcasts. Give yourself some food for your brain. Start listening to ways to make money, ways to keep your sanity, ways to mentally grow, ways to be stable. Like, look at that type of stuff. Listen to things that actually are going to lead to your career. And yes, my teenagers, please do this. I wish I would have done this way earlier, which I did not. Please, I didn't start my whole entrepreneur getting serious about it till I graduated high school when I was 17. And here I'm 25 and I'm just now making it. So if you can start earlier, please, by all means, start earlier. Completely tune out music when you can. It's going to be hard, but just start getting into the habits of replacing that type of stuff. Like, your future self will thank you. Please, like, I beggeth of you to do that. Okay, so of course after music comes TV shows. All these series and shows that you guys are watching. Oh, Power. I've never seen an episode of Power. Oh, Power. Oh, what other shows is out there? Insecure. I've never seen that show. I don't even watch Love and Hip Hop. I can't even tell you the last time I watched that and actually watched it. The only guilty pleasure I have is Wendy Williams. I will still watch that. Other than that, I'll catch a few clips here and there as I scroll on Instagram when I allow myself to do that. Sometimes too much, but even that is kind of like, but you guys, less series. Like, we'll sit there and watch a show, and before we know, we've spent 3 or 4 hours watching a show just to keep up. And for one, my attention span is too short. I can't sit there and watch stuff that long, so I don't even watch movies like that. Like, I have to, I'm a clicker. When I watch TV, I click through stuff. I can't just sit there and watch the same thing. I get bored. But when I say watch less TV, it's because do something else. Watch YouTube videos. You guys, there's so much at your hands, at your fingertips, so many different ways to educate yourself right now. There should be no reason why you're broke and just living paycheck to paycheck and doing the everyday, getting drunk, watching your shows the days you're not getting drunk, and going to work. Like, literally feed your brain. Knowledge is power, you guys. You don't have to go to college to get the knowledge. Feed your brain. Crank off some of them shows and crank on some YouTube videos with some Grant Cardone, there's so many great people you guys can watch on YouTube, whether it be real estate, feeding your brain, making money. So do that, you guys. Do that now. Next thing, do not get emotionally attached to people, okay? Myself included. I'm telling myself this. When we fall in love at an early age, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I just want to be married. I just want to live for my boyfriend. I just want to live for my man. It's me and my man against the world. Vacation. No. Don't get emotionally attached. And I think Lauren London said it best after Nipsey died and his mom. They said you can't get attached to, you can't possess people, you can only experience them. And I love that saying. Don't get emotionally attached, because people will change, things change, feelings change. Just, you experience people, but don't get emotionally attached to anything. Don't get emotionally attached to a job. Don't get emotionally attached to money. Don't get emotionally attached to a business. Just literally focus on the goal. I actually seen that tweet or that post on Instagram too. Not to get emotionally attached to anything, a business partner, a love. Just focus on the goal. Like, that's the goal at hand. And I don't mean be a robot. Of course, feel, have emotions, but don't let that ruin you or who you are. So do not get emotionally attached to anything at all. Note to self, Trishonna. Another thing I want to say is start now. Okay, so if you know you're gonna go to college, but you still want to do like a side online store or a side